Hey, this is Billboard, and you should know me, Jeremy Zucker. I grew up in North Jersey, in a town called Franklin Lakes. Your normal, small suburb, so it was cool to get out of there. My first job, I was a snowboard instructor at a ski mountain. It was cool. And then I switched from snowboarding to teaching skiing, even though I don't even really ski, but I got to teach little 4-year-olds how to ski on a mountain, picking them up and pushing them down. If I could only have one food for the rest of my life, assuming I had all of the nutrition that I needed, probably be baby carrots. I love just munching on baby carrots, but I don't think you can live like that. My biggest accomplishment was probably graduating college, which happened 3 months ago. It was just really crazy, trying to have a music career while being in school and not being tempted to drop out or anything, especially because I was a biology major and doing pre-med, which was really rough. So it was hard to, balance having a social life and making sure that my grades were okay, and then writing and recording and releasing music with a major record label. So my favorite album right now, I'd have to say Macadelic, because Mac Miller just passed. But that album to me really changed the way that I listened to music and thought about music. And I think prior to that point, especially in Mac Miller's career, he was looked at as the super happy college frat rapper. And I think I relate to people looking at you that way because my early music was really happy and poppy and carefree. But Macadelic to me illuminated a lot of Mac's inner demons and stuff like that, and also the production was just really, really crazy. That album definitely changed my life. My biggest musical inspirations early on was Blink-182. I don't think I would have ever picked up a guitar and started writing songs in 5th grade if I weren't obsessed with Blink-182 at that time. I remember I would write down songs on a piece of paper and scribble out words and chords and just play power chords on a little acoustic guitar. And just the other week, I found my old notebook, and the songs were really, really, really bad. Some of it is online in the form of a 5th grade talent show video. It's me and my 2 best friends. I'm not gonna say their names because you could search them and find them in the video. And we're gonna keep that buried in YouTube for a while, until it's time. I think people should listen to my music if you wanna be honest with yourself about the way you're feeling. I can't, speak for everyone's experiences, but I make music because of the way that I feel and the way that I, experience my everyday life, and it very much is a release for me to basically express the emotions that I feel every day into music, whether it's, happy, sad, or more complicated than that. If I'm doing my job well, when you listen to it, you'll feel those same things.
I want to know, where do we go?